name's John Faulkenberry, and I'm a Staff Sergeant, United States Army, from Midland, Texas. I joined directly out of high school back in 2001. Ever since I was probably 8 years old, I wanted to be an airborne ranger. And, finally got my chance when I turned 18.
This week on Veteran Outdoors, Dan Robles joins us in surprising U.S. Army Ranger John Faulkenberry. John was injured while on deployment in Afghanistan. John is this week's subject for an amazing elk hunt on the W7 Ranch in Quemado, Texas. On this South Texas ranch, there are plenty of trophy bull elk to be found. Wait till you see what we have in store for John on this trip.
Nice job, guys.
That was awesome. His story and more on this episode of Veteran Outdoors.
Several years ago, a small group of friends, both veterans and civilians, banded together to make a difference and to pay tribute to our country's veterans. The mission was simple: to honor our country's wounded veterans' service and sacrifice by surprising them with dream adventures. These are their adventures. These are their stories. This is their show. Veteran Outdoors, giving back to those who gave. Veteran Outdoors, presented by Ambush Firearms. Don't just hunt, ambush. Polaris, see the hardest working, smoothest riding off-road vehicle now at your local dealer. Charlie Bravo Aviation, freedom and private aviation. Anti-monkey butt powder, they cover our butts, let's help cover theirs. And US Optics, engineered for superior performance.
We're a couple hours outside of San Antonio. We'll get there, meet up with Dan, and then head to the shooting range where we're going to surprise John with his dream hunt of shooting an elk down the W7 Ranch.
My name is Master Sergeant Daniel Robles. In February of 2008, I got connected up with Wes through a good friend of ours from the Wounded Warrior Project. I met John through the Center for the Intrepid, going through the therapy part of the staff, and I operate the firearms training simulator there. And John doesn't know that Patriot Ordnance Factory has just given him a 308. Hey John, what's going on?
I saw Dan a day or two before the hunt and told him I was going on this hunt, and he's like, man, I'm excited for you. I looked over and I saw Cody and I saw the cameras, and bam, it just hit me. Finally realized what's going on.
Patriot Ordnance Factory is giving you this nice 308 rifle.
When I got injured, it was in July of '07, and we're on the Pakistani border in northeastern Afghanistan and the Hindu Kush Mountains. We're doing a kind of a presence patrol kind of thing, and talking to locals and seeing the progress and just keeping our foot in the door, make sure they know that we're still helping them. We had 2 platoons go in. When they got out, they started taking fire. Me and the rest of my squad were the quick reaction force. So once we started taking U.S. casualties, we rolled in, got them out, turned around, went back in because we started taking more casualties.
Closed captioning is provided by Source One Distributors, committed to the mission.
Anti-monkey butt powder understands the freedoms we have as Americans and supports Veteran Outdoors. They've donated thousands of items to our troops. And during this season of Veteran Outdoors, they will donate $1 to support our program, plus send an item to our troops for every bottle of powder purchased on their website. As someone who spends a lot of time outdoors, I know that chapped, irritated skin can ruin your day. Anti-monkey butt powder helps you stay comfortable all day long. So remember, the troops are out covering our butts. Let's help cover theirs.
At Polaris, we designed a trail-dominating legend, the Sportsman XP. to lead a new team of smooth-riding trail runners. We made a versatile, powerful, mid-size Ranger, launching a new group of value-minded workhorses. And we made the ultimate hunting vehicle, the Ranger XP, even better, heading up a new team of hard-working hunting machines. From a #1 maker of ATVs and side-by-sides, Polaris, hardest working, smoothest riding.
They got a straw if you use it.
I'm a hardworking American, raising a family, helping my neighbors, and appreciating the men and women in our armed forces. I also happen to sell private planes. Sure, there are celebrities who jet around the world, but 90% of the private aircraft in the U.S. are flown by small and mid-sized businesses. Companies that use planes to get to remote locations or respond in a crisis enjoy profitability that shows what a competitive advantage private aviation can be. A big thanks to the men and women who defend that freedom.
This segment of Veteran Outdoors is brought to you by Sport, the ultimate hydration and performance drink.
All right, so we get to check the first surprise off the list, which was that John gets to go hunting this weekend. Second surprise is that Patriot Ordnance Factory sent down one of their 308s for him. The third surprise is that he gets to go hunt a big trophy elk, which is one of his dreams that he's always wanted to do. This weekend's gonna be fun. There's a lot more surprises in store for him ahead.
When I first got hit, there was a big concussion when we were dropping JDAMs on the north face of the mountain. And I thought it was just so big it knocked me over, and I hit my knee on the ground. And then I look up, we're on probably a 45-degree incline, and I'm looking at my foot is right in front of my face, and it's twisted around, so I'm looking at my heel. And I realized that wasn't a good thing. And so I called over to another squad leader. I said, "Hey Ben, I'm hit." And he's like, "Are you serious?" I was like, "Yeah, I really am." And he came over and he bandaged me up, put my tourniquet on, and we started putting all of our new bandages on, and got it to where we slowed the bleeding down enough to, with a lacerated femoral artery, I flew off the battlefield about 2.5 hours later and still made it. A lot of people got hurt that day. I'm so proud of my guys and the guys that saved my life. When you're in a place that we do our therapy with so many wounded soldiers, it's really hard to feel sorry for yourself, because there's always somebody that's hurt more than you and that is happier than you and more motivated than you. And Dan, being a master sergeant about to retire, is one of my role models. That's who I try to be like in the Army. And it's good to have those group of guys to heal together, because we feed off each other, and it's always a competition.
Giving you this nice 308 rifle. Yeah?
It shoots very well, and we went from there. And then there was, I think Cody said, "Hey, let's get in a limo and drive out to the ranch." And I kind of laughed because I've never heard that before. And there was actually a limo out there, decked out in game guard.
My name is Randy Wyatt, and I'm the owner of the W7 Ranch in Quemado, Texas. I just wanted to give back to what these guys sacrifice, and I have a guy that works for me whose son just joined the Marines, and I've been seeing the emotions he's been going through with the son over there, and and worrying about what's going to happen to him. And I started thinking about it and thinking about all these young men that just go over there and they're so brave and the sacrifices they do. And I wanted to be part of it in just any way I could. I just wanted to give back to what these guys sacrificed.
Well, John, I know you weren't planning on coming down here to South Texas and going on an elk hunt. I think we kind of told you a little different story. And I see you got some hardwoods camo on, so we called some friends of ours over at Game Guard, and they decided to hook you up with a little extra stuff. We got everything here. We got the shirt, the pants, got a coat for you, we got a hat.
Wow.
And Dan, you know, thanks for helping us out with this again, bud.
My pleasure, man.
And I see you've got just a bunch of, you know, street clothes on, so we decided to bring you some camo.
You guys never teach it, man. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
That's awesome. Thank you guys.
Well, we're glad you got to come.
Randy and all the guys out here, they just welcomed us with open arms. His heart's bigger in Texas, and that's not an exaggeration.
So let's just relax. We'll go out and find your elk tomorrow, buddy.
What started out as a small local project has grown into a nationwide movement.
It started just as an idea.
The Boot Campaign was created to generate American awareness about the needs of our military men and women returning home from combat.
I said, you probably have the best idea I've ever heard of when it comes to supporting the military.
You know, take a moment out of your busy day and put yourself in their shoes for a second.
Find out how you can help support the Boot Campaign by logging on to bootcampaign.com and get your boots on.
Veteran Outdoors is proud to have country musician Kyle Park as a lifetime member and sponsor of this segment of VO.
We just got back from the range, went and zeroed my new rifle, and it's a smooth shooting gun. Shot from a couple different platforms, and my first time shooting off a standing tripod, so took a little bit to get used to, but we got the gun sighted in. We're gonna head out and go see if we can spot some elk.
So we're going to jump in the truck with Randy and head out to the other side of the ranch and kind of get a recon position to see if we can get John and Cody and Wes and Dan onto some elk.
All right, so we're gonna head out on this top drive and go look around the ranch and see if we can find the elk. We're gonna kind of do a, you know, a spot and stalk once we find them. So this should be fun.
I'm excited.
No, he's a 7x6 too. His left side has an extra kicker up there in the formation.
I've been married for, it'll be 5 years in March, so my wife's gone through several deployments with me. We were stationed in Germany, and the last deployment I went on, she stayed in Germany for the whole year by herself, and that was pretty rough. So we talked it over, and she'd just gone back to Midland, Texas, and got her a nice job, and was enjoying that. Probably worked there, I think, a week. And that Friday is when she got the call, and she had her cell phone in the car because she was working, and she got out to the car and realized that she had 10 missed calls from Germany. And she's a pretty smart girl, so she caught on pretty quick. So she gets in the car and starts hauling butt across Midland to get to her parents' house where she can make the long distance call off their landline. And she calls and says, what's going on? And they say, well, John's been hurt and he's gonna be okay. He's in Germany right now. So they packed her up and she went straight to the airport, didn't wait for an Army ticket, and just said, here's my credit card, get me to Germany.
take it now. Am I taking?
Good shot. Real shot. Real good shot. Hi, brother. Good shot, dude. Good shot.
I tell you what, when we got out there, we stalked him for a while. It was exciting. We got to get on the ground and go chase him a little bit. We finally got a good shot at him, and man, I was so I wasn't even breathing. I was so excited. I was just shaking. I couldn't even see through my scope. It was very intense, and I really appreciate him donating that hunt.
Well, John, you got you an elk. I know last night we had a little sporting event that we played, and I think you were told that you were going to get to shoot a trophy cow today.
I did.
So
I earned a cow.
Yeah, I think you missed.
He definitely upgraded my hunt.
That's a heck of an elk.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
I really appreciate it.
You bet. Thank you for your service and your sacrifice, seriously. I told Mike, my ranch manager, that we were going to do something in the one of the middle class elk, you know, maybe lower 300 class range. But once you guys arrived and I met y'all for the first time, and more importantly when I met John, I already knew the minute I met him that he was going to kill one of the biggest elk I had on the property.
This is the perfect hunting combo for our program. The 6.8 rifle offers low recoil yet provides enough firepower to ensure our hunters have enough gun. This lightweight design and monolithic upper and adjustable stock allows the hunter to quickly and easily set up the gun to their specific field. Each rifle is then topped with a US Optics scope, which features a wide field of view, low light performance, and a true diopter adjustment, which equals unmatched, reliable, on-target shot placement. Tim Kennedy, former Green Beret Special Forces sniper, Ranger, and big fan of this gun.
This segment brought to you by Masetta Land Solutions, helping landowners restore and preserve the beauty of the Texas Hill Country.
It was just really, I felt isolated within Walter Reed. This soldier's angel, which really was an angel, just came out of nowhere and was there for me.
A contribution to Soldiers Angels provides vital aid to wounded heroes through programs designed to give them hope, comfort, and dignity. Show your gratitude and may no soldier go unloved. To donate, visit soldiersangels.org.
Well, I didn't know there was going to be a second wounded warrior coming, and I didn't even know who he was at the beginning because there was no way. I mean, he walked up. He didn't look like a double amputee to me, and I thought he was one of your crew. And then when y'all introduced him and I met him, and when I saw him and how he was genuinely excited for John, and I'm sitting there thinking, golly, I mean, he's probably wondering how come I don't get to kill one, and I don't think he really was, but I decided right then, and I think I talked to you guys. I said, I want this guy to kill an elk. I want to donate another elk hunt, and I don't want to wait till next year. And I'd like to do it if we can this year, and I'd like to do it today. And I'd like that young man to kill the elk. If you're up to it. If you're up to it. That's good. Well, eat hearty because we're getting ready to go afterwards. So. And when we made that announcement at lunchtime, that was, his face is what paid for that. I mean, it was awesome.
About it. We're all having lunch, eating sandwiches, and Randy surprises him with another elk hunt.
And Sean says you can use the 50 caliber if you want to use the beast.
Well, you know, when Randy told me that he was going to donate another hunt and it was going to be the same day as opposed to the following year, then they pointed right at me, and I was just like, you know, I just couldn't believe it. No, I don't have a shot. He's on the right.
Yeah, he's one on the right.
We're about to make a shot. Everybody hold your ears. Dan, green light.
All right, on the way.
Oh, yeah. Nice job, guys.
That was awesome.
That was awesome.
That was awesome, guys.
Thanks a lot, Mike. I shot the elk with a Barrett 50 DMG.
It's been an amazing
I
trip.
just want to say thanks again, Randy.
Hey, I'm going to say it one more time too. Thanks for what you guys do and your service and your sacrifice. So
The generosity of W7 Ranch and Randy, is just, they're just awesome people. And I think he's getting tired of me telling him thanks, but I can't say it enough.
Hey John, we have one last thing to present you. My mom has a company, it's called Love Hurts, and what she does is she looks at your bio, and she sees what your hobbies and your passions are, and what she does is she comes up with a cross, and she makes a custom cross that symbolizes what your interests are in life. It symbolizes this hunt. It also is a reminder that on the day that you were hurt, there's somebody watching over you, and that there's a reason that you came through it the way you did. So we call this the Veteran Outdoors Hero Cross, and I want to present you with yours, buddy. I want to thank you for everything you've done.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Thank y'all.
This has been a great trip.
That's awesome.
And Dan, thank you so much for being a part of this. You've been an amazing weekend. Randy, thanks for opening your doors and your hearts to everybody here.
Randy's got a heart bigger than Texas, I'll tell you that.
thank you guys. That's pretty good.
Come out to a ranch like this and you get to spend time with all these great people. It's more therapeutic than anything I could ever explain. Talking to a therapist or going for anger issues or any of that, playing sports, it's all good stuff and it's effective, but not as effective as this is. This is top notch, just the best way to get your therapy in.
Join us next week on Veteran Outdoors as Major League Baseball pitcher and VO staff member Doug Brocail surprises Army veteran Tim Sickle and his son Grant with a trophy whitetail hunt at Thunder Hill Ranch in beautiful Llano, Texas. You won't want to miss this.
For more information on how to get involved or about the products and organizations that you saw in this episode, please visit veteranoutdoors.com.
This episode was made possible by an anonymous donor, given to the glory of God and to honor the men and women that still cherish Him in the American way of life.
Defending our country and each of our rights. We're the land of the free and the home of the brave. This is Veteran Outdoors, giving back to those who gave.